that's exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be short and sweet. And I'm just going to deliver what I have to say because I wanted the opportunity to say it, and I feel it's important to say it. I don't know the proper methods of motivational freshness. I've never saw a motivational speech. I don't even know what technically a motivational speech is. I just know that what I have to say, I feel like might be motivational to some. So I want to say it, you know what I mean? But I don't know if this categorizes as a fucking motivational speech. Especially because I've never seen one. I don't think I could watch one. I'd be probably bored halfway through the motherfucker. But this will be so short that you guys won't even know when the halfway point reaches. But check it out. I think most of us can agree that the one thing we know about life, the one thing, no matter who you are, where you're from, what you're into, what your religion is, one thing we can all agree about life is the only known purpose we know toward living is to fuck and keep living, right? To keep, what do they call it? Existing. That's what I'm saying. Just like fucking insects cannot communicate with each other, they still know the fuck and continue the evolution of their species, right? So I think that although different cultures agree on when it's appropriate to fuck, I think that all cultures agree that it definitely is important to fuck in order to keep. So now, can you guys agree or no? I mean, because you're like, just I'm not saying that you should live your life to fuck. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying that's the only thing we know about life, that why we're here, what we're here to do is to fuck and have kids and do the best job you can raising them and keep this motherfucker moving. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing we know. The rest of it, the rest of your time on this planet is basically up to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's all open to debate. How you want to live, you know, what's appropriate, this and that, what's positive, all of that shit is up to you and how you were raised and all that shit. But we all know we're here to keep this motherfucker moving, to keep the world moving, to keep civilization moving, and that involves fucking, right? Alright, so the rest of your time is basically up to you and how you want to spend it. And that's the first thing, well, the second thing I want to talk about is time. You know, I have a friend of mine who's a genius, without question, and his name is Isham, and he's unquestionably a genius. Isham said something to me once. Isham said, what's the worst punishment you can do to a person? And that's take away their time. You know, like, if you commit a crime and you fuck up, what do? They lock you up, right? Let's say they give you 6 months. That's taking 6 months of your time and making you sit it out in the least, most productive way imaginable. Sitting on a motherfucking concrete slab in a room you can't leave. That's the worst way to spend your fucking time, right? And that's the worst punishment you can do to a motherfucker, is make them sit out their time. Because that's all we fucking have is time. That's our most important fucking thing on this planet, is time. That's why wasting time is so incredibly fucked up. Time, man. Time is worth more than love. Time is worth more than fucking money, success. Time is worth more than anything. And if you don't believe me, ask the motherfucker on his deathbed about time, all right? Because usually a motherfucker on their deathbed has nothing but regret and fucking, you know, wishing they had more time. So, So you got your time, right? We're all on the clock. And the worst thing about time is you can't fucking stop it. You can't slow that shit down. You can't pause that shit. And most importantly, you don't get no repeats. You know what I'm saying? Time is always ticking, man. If you're at a red light, lost in thought, time is fucking ticking. If you're sleeping after drinking for 2 days straight and you're sleeping for 2 days straight, time is ticking, man. It's always ticking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, sometimes I'll be getting out of the shower and I'll catch myself in the mirror and I'll look at myself like, what the fuck? Look at me. What the fuck happened? Like, time is always ticking, man. And there is, and I know I'm being a little sporadic, that's because I don't know exactly the proper way to do this, but what I'm saying is going to tie back together. There's a price, a very steep, heavy price to pay when you're happy. When you're sincerely, legit happy in life, there's a very extreme, hefty fucking price to pay. And that is, time goes mad fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, time flies when you're having fun. That's the fucking price you pay when you're happy, when you're legit happy. I like to think on most occasions, I'm happy. Like I get to do this for a living. I get to do exactly what I would. There's nothing different about what I do for a living that I would change. I would do exactly this. I would work a full-time job, 24 hours, as much as my body could fucking stand. And I would give my entire paycheck every week, aside from what my kids need. I give everything I have to be able to do this for a living. All right? So I consider myself insanely fortunate. But no bullshit. Like this is, and this is a big thing right here. This is really big. The price that I pay, and Shaggy agrees, is time goes by fucking stupid fast. Like real shit, man. Ringmaster came out 4 years ago. That's what it feels like. Like real shit. Like sometimes birthdays come so fucking quick. I'm tripping over birthdays, man. My birthday, I'm not even done celebrating my birthday, and it's my birthday again. Like birthdays come so fucking fast in this bitch. And I think that has to do with happiness. You know what I'm saying? Time is a motherfucker. The reason I'm talking about time is that's all we have. That's our most precious, most valuable thing is time. So how the fuck are you going to spend yours? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you want to spend your time? That's your most valuable fucking thing. I don't give a fuck what you own in your life. I don't give a fuck how big your TV is. It ain't shit. Time is really what the fuck matters. You know what I mean? In something that's fucked up about this country, which the way I understand it, it's not that way in Japan, and that is when you see old motherfuckers, they don't get no respect in this country. Like we're like, oh, fucking old people in the way and drive so fucking slow, and a lot of times people don't want to hear old motherfuckers' stories and things like that, but old people are the motherfucking most wisest, having done the most and been around the most longest, and they have the most to say. And they're the most motherfuckers we don't want to hear. That's crazy fucked up. And I know that, like the way I heard it anyway, is in Japan, they respect their fucking elders because they recognize time, like the more motherfucking time a motherfucker put in, the more that motherfucker should be like, you know, bow style. You get what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker's been around the block multiple times. And I've always said this about getting old. When I'm mad old now. To some people, I'm insanely old. Like if I step to a 19-year-old hottie, I'm ridiculously old. You know what I'm saying? But I just know this. When I'm like 75, and I know young people ain't gonna want to hear what the fuck I got to say, and I know that my shit ain't gonna mean nothing to nobody, but you know what? I just want to grab the 19-year-old motherfucker by his neck with my feeble, wrinkly hand, and I want to look him in the fucking young eyes, and I want to say, motherfucker, let me see you freak your time on this planet the way I freaked mine. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Your time on this planet. How are you freaking that shit? Alright? If you got a fucking thorn in your foot, are you just gonna leave that motherfucker in forever? And just walk with a limp forever? Suffering from that fucking thorn? So if there's something you don't like about your life, how are you just gonna keep living like that? You get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are so miserable about things in their life and they don't do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're in a fucking stale-ass relationship, where their fucking girlfriend is constantly bitching at them, constantly fucking bitching. Like, even if she sees him shining in a good mood, that makes her in a bad mood. Has anybody ever been in a relationship like that? Some of you are probably in one like that right now. You know, she just wants to fucking, your happiness upsets her. I don't know what kind of love that is, but I've been in that relationship. And of course I'm talking about men do that shit to women just as much, if not worse. And if there's something about your life that's shit, whether it's your relationship or maybe your job fucking sucks, every fucking day you go to work to a shitty fucking job. You feel like you're not making any difference at all in your bitch ass job. Yet you go every day. Day after day, week after week, month, year, what the fuck? Right? And you say, well, I can't quit. I got responsibilities. Are you being responsible to you? Because I know if you quit that motherfucker and walk out of that bitch, you know you have bills to pay, so that's only going to make you work harder to find a new job. And in your new job, you just might like it. So how the fuck do you make sense out of staying at that shitty job that you know you hate? Again, that's like having a fucking thorn in your foot and just leaving it in there. Shitty relationship. Shitty fucking job. You know, fucking, maybe you're not happy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You wish you knew Kung Fu. You fucking love Kung Fu. Knowing Kung Fu would be so dope. If you knew Kung Fu, fucking you would have the world by the nuts. Yet, are you learning Kung Fu? You know?
Ain't no one said shit.
Maybe you're not happy with your fucking physical appearance. You're feeble. You're all skinny and weak. You're feeble. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing about it? That's a thorn in your foot. Maybe you're all mad fat. You know what I'm saying? Constantly fucking running out of fucking air. What are you doing about it? That's your time. This is your time, man. Hey, I'm just trying to point something out. This is your time, alright? And don't stop ticking. And when that motherfucker runs up, that's it. That's right, the pop. That pop happens. And this is your time. This is it. You're in the fucking moment right now. You're actually balls deep in it right now. Time. That's all we got, man. That's all we got. And it don't stop ticking. You keep no reviews. You can't retake anything. So all we're given is the knowledge to reproduce, and the rest is up to you. And that's definitely something to think about, man, because you can ask that motherfucker on his deathbed about time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to bitch about life in general. Life sucks. My life sucks. You know what I mean? Always bitching and crying about life sucking. You know what I'm saying? I thought the same thing. Ask the motherfucker 6 feet deep if life sucks. You know what I'm saying? I know it, you know, is anybody here suffer from depression? Like, clinically diagnosed depression? It's fucked up, right? So I know that you can't always be walking around beaming and positive and shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. If you set your sights on a long-term goal, you know what I'm saying? Think about time going by constantly. Eventually, you should be able to come around. Maybe you're waiting for that right day to get motivated to do it. But eventually, as long as you keep your sights set on that fucking goal, you should be able to start kicking ass at it eventually. Because if you don't, you're fucking through. And let me tell you something else, all right? About you motherfuckers here right now, listening to what I'm saying. Check this out. You might not understand this fully. You might not even agree with this. But you motherfuckers, I can already tell you something very real. You motherfuckers are already a league above most people. Most people. You have no idea how many times we hear people say, man, I would love to go to the gathering, man. That's my dream to go to the gathering. Motherfuckers 35 years old saying it's been their dream for 20 years. How the fuck can you not accomplish something that fucking easy? Like, probably 30% of you motherfuckers are paying to get in now. Maybe more than that, don't even have a car, right? You're still here, and it's nothing to you. It ain't shit. To come here is nothing to you, man. That shit is cakewalk, right? You have to understand, man. Legit, for real. I would say you guys are probably 1 in 20. Just from your ability to come here, it's nothing. Now, I already set you get what I'm saying? Like, do you have any idea how many people are unable to make going to the gathering happen, despite that being something they want in their fucking heart? I mean, it's endless. Look at how many views the infomercial gets, as opposed to how many people are actually here. All those people wish they could go, and it'll never fucking happen. That sucks, man. But that's reality. That already shows you guys are way ahead. Way fucking ahead. And I'm not just saying this. You guys are already a special breed because you're able to do this like it's nothing. And you probably do this type of shit all the time. If you have something you're into, you're probably there. You're probably making it happen, right? Man, it's a staggering amount of people that don't have that ability. And for somebody born with that ability, we can't even understand how a motherfucker can't make that happen. It sounds like you're talking in another language. Oh, I've always wanted to go to the gathering, 17 years, it's like, what are you saying? I see your face moving, and I don't understand a fucking thing you're saying. It's not, of course, it's not about the gathering. It's about anything you legit in your heart want, and you can't make happen for yourself. How is that even possible? So already, you guys have to understand you're a special breed, and most juggalos are a special breed, juggalos, it's like sheep. You got all these thousands of sheep moving in one direction. Most people are going to find it easier to move in that direction with everybody else around them Because they don't want to stand out. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to stand out like that. So they just go with the flow. It's like I say, in Detroit, at 8 to 9 in the morning, all the fucking cars going into the city on that side of the freeway are jam-packed. And all the cars at 5 o'clock till 6 are jam-packed coming out of the city. Because they're all going to work in the city and then they're leaving the city after work. Yeah. Like sheep, they're going with the flow of society, not standing out in any way. To even be a juggalo totally eliminates that from your DNA. Straight up. To even be a fucking juggalo, you can't be a sheep. It's impossible. To be a juggalo, legit, takes bravery. It takes fucking courage. It takes imagination. It takes creativity. It takes all types of motherfuckers and all types of skills and abilities. And that's why people diss you, man. You have to understand that. When they see 10,000 people gathering, doing this crazy shit that we do, and it doesn't make sense to them, they talk shit about you and they diss you because they envy you. Like, legit, man, they're not a part of anything. And they're mad at you because you are. You know, man, I might sound like I'm just trying to say nice things, but I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man. If you really, really break it down, people are fucking extremely envious of juggalos, and that's why they're so fucking hated, man. Because they're so original, and so authentic, and so unique, and so special. You think people are gonna say good things about you, man? That's not the way, unfortunately, that's not the way the world works, man. They're envious of you, they're envious of your bravery, of your, you know, entire unique flavor. And they're gonna cut into you, they're gonna dish you for it. Because they wish they could be like you, man. They wish they could be you. And that's why they're dissing you, man. So already, you're fucking leagues in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say that to just any crowd. I can say that here at the gathering though, man. Because it takes a special motherfucker to be here on top of a special motherfucker to be a juggalo. Real shit, man. And you know, talking about time and talking about bravery of being a juggalo. Check this out. Imagine something right quick. Imagine having the ability to not give a fuck, man. Like at all. To not give a fuck. To have no fear. To, you know, if you're a single guy, you can step up to any girl, no matter how fucking fine she is, with no fear of rejection. Imagine that ability. Not giving a fuck. That, again, is priceless, man. If you cannot give a fuck for real and have no fear of failure, imagine the accomplishments you would have, man. Most people don't do something because they're afraid to fail at it. You know, if you were single and you honestly didn't give a fuck, you'd have so many freaks, man. Think about it. All out of, even if you got shot down 9 times out of 10, you would be stepping in so many super hotties. Be just on the times you were successful. You would have a gang of hoes. Right? Check this out. Up on the stage here, let's say we were having freestyle competitions, right? And let's say you have one dude who's a judge, and he's a special judge, and He don't say nothing, he's just judging all the people freestyling, right? If the crowd started chanting for him to freestyle, right? And he got up to do it, and he fucked up, like he totally fucked up and failed, that would be funny. That would be funny, and it would be hilarious because he would have made a fool out of himself. But for the motherfucker that's up here trying like, give me the mic, I got this, and they keep fucking up, but they're like, start the beat again. No, let me go again. And they keep failing. There's nothing funny about that, because that's admirable that they have the balls to try like that. To where the other motherfucker standing there ice cool, and when he fucks up, it is funny. You know what I'm saying? The ability to not give a fuck is admirable. It's fucking, you can't help but admire somebody for that. So when they're fucking up rapping, you don't give a fuck. You're not even laughing because it's not funny. But the motherfucker acting cool as fuck when he fucks up, it is funny because he's acting cool as fuck. You get what I'm saying? The ability not to give a fuck. That shit is infectious, man. That shit, I tell my kids every day, if they cannot care about the bullshit, they can walk through life, man. Think about how much we give a fuck about, how much we're worried about our reputation, being embarrassed. How much of that actually holds you back? Think about it. If you really didn't care at all about any of it, how much further would we be? And I'm not saying I have that ability. I wish I did. You know what I'm saying? But if you can apply just a little bit of that ability to your life, man, you're fucking untouchable, man. Hell yeah. The real art of not giving a fuck, man. That's a hellified fucking ability. An incredibly powerful ability. Has anybody, you guys have heard of The Secret? Anybody know what that is? Yeah, it's a book. It's also a documentary. The Secret is about the laws of attraction, or I think they call it the powers of positive thinking. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Well, they call it The Secret because actually back in the day it was a legit secret. It was a secret among successful people, like crazy successful people. They all knew this secret, which is basically if you set your mind to something and you train your mind, you train yourself into believing that's yours, you will eventually fucking have it for real. Back in the 60s probably, Michael Jackson was taught the secret by these old, this is back in the Jackson 5 days, these old Hollywood actors. I don't know if I know their names correctly, but like Fred Astaire, or like all these old actors, you know, they were huge megastars back in the day. But they taught young Michael the secret. And Michael took that to heart. So when he started making solo albums, his first solo album was called Off the Wall, and that shit sold 13 million copies, which is stupid insane, right? And then when he started working on his new album, he told his producer, Quincy Jones, he was like, man, my new shit's gonna do 100 million. And they were like, oh man, there's not even 100 million pop music fans in the world. Like there's not even 100 million people that like that style of music to buy it. And he was like, I don't care, I'm gonna sell 100 million. I'm gonna use the secret. You know, and they were like, Michael, man, like 13 million is crazy. I mean, 100 million is saying you want too much. And Michael wasn't hearing it though. He was like, 100 million, I'll give a fuck, you're being a hater. And he was right. 100 million on his mirror, in his bedroom, bathroom, hotel, didn't matter, he wrote 100 million on everything, right? When Thriller came out, Thriller sold like 35 million. Let me put that in perspective for you. Take like a huge star today like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is probably doing 8 million. To give you a perspective of how big 35 fucking million is, right? But it wasn't 100 million. And Michael was incredibly bummed out. He was fucking bummed out after selling 35 million, right? But check it out. And remember, Michael fully 100% flexed everything he knew about The Secret, okay? And it got him 35 fucking million, right? When he released his next album, it was called Bad. And Bad sold 25 million. Another 25 million, all right? But when Bad hit, that brought Thriller up 10 more million. So now Thriller's at 45 million. Then Michael put out the Dangerous album. Boom. Hellified successful again. And it brought Thriller up again. Then Michael kept touring, doing all this shit, and Thriller kept going, right? All the way up to 2009, the year he died. Michael announced he was going to do the 50 concerts in London, his comeback tour, they called it. And when Michael made that announcement, it had been so long that Michael hysteria sort of set in again. And guess what Thriller ended up doing? It fucking legit crossed the 100 million mark. And he died that month. He died that month, and I'll tell you what happened. Michael's dream was so outrageous, and so, he was asking for so much, that it took his death for it to accomplish. It took his entire life for it to happen. But it happened. You see what I'm saying? It fucking happened, man. And I use that as an example because, you know, it took his whole life, but it fucking happened. When me and Shaggy were kids, when I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, I fucking got straight E's and I's. I mean that literally. Like, they couldn't fail me again because I would have been too old to be in that fucking grade. Like, I mean, fuck it. My grades were so bad. They were not even, I've never even heard of anybody doing that bad as I did in school. But the reason I did that shitty is because I knew in my soul, in my motherfucking soul, that I was going to be a wrestler. And I didn't need that shit they were teaching me. I didn't need it. Why do I need to know this shit that has nothing to do with wrestling? And I literally wouldn't even listen to anything they were saying because I knew I was going to be a wrestler. I bragged about it. And I would have passed a lie detector test saying I'm going to be a wrestler. I was that positive. There was no worry, no fear, no possibility of failing. All right? Me and Shaggy fucking bragged about it. That's how sure we were that we were going to be wrestlers. Then, we got, I don't know how old I was, probably 16, 17. But rap music, like, engulfed me, you know, like, took over my whole, like, everything. My passion for wrestling was replaced by rap. And I couldn't deny it. I verbally denied it, but in my heart, I knew I didn't want to be a wrestler anymore. I wanted to be a rapper. But I lied about it. I said, no, I still want to be a wrestler, you know, or I'm still going to be a wrestler. It's just that I just do this as a hobby. But meanwhile, I'm thinking, man, I want to do this, you know? Like, I know I'm going to do this. Anyway, eventually we decided we're going to be rappers. That's it. This is now what we're going to do. And that became the new career, right? So 5 years later, when we had our first gold record, when Malenko went gold, the phone rang. This is no bullshit. The phone rang, and it was the WWE calling us, saying, hey man, we want you guys to make this ring music for this team we got. And we were like, do you know we wrestle? And they were like, what are you talking about? And here's my point. From 6th grade, for that following 3 or 4 years, we fully applied the secret. We fully knew we were going to be wrestlers. We knew it. And so therefore later, when our passion changed and rap became our new thing, it didn't matter. We already put the work in, positive thinking, and wrestling came to us. It knocked on our fucking door. We weren't even chasing it no more. But it came because we already made it happen from all that positive thinking. You get what I'm saying? This shit came to us. And we accepted. And we became wrestlers at that point, you know? As a hobby. But that's how I know that the laws of attraction are fucking real. They can't be anything else. They're totally fucking real. And I know that's not easy to just say, oh, I'm gonna have a fucking red Ferrari. I'm positive of it, you know? And keep that positive thinking going. But in reality, that's about how it breaks down. Just like that. You have to know you're gonna have it. You have to know you're gonna fucking be doing whatever it is you want, or own whatever you want, or whatever it is. If you have any doubt about it, it's not gonna happen, man. So here we are now. We're all different ages, but we're all right around the same general area in life. Maybe I'm a little older, but how are we gonna spend our time on this planet? You know what I mean? You have the fucking tools. Just being here under this tent right now, I don't have any question in my mind. You have everything it takes to be doing exactly what you want to do, no matter how fucking crazy it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, one more tiny small example. When I was in 5th grade, I was in love with this 4th grade girl. Her name was Michelle. I loved her so much, it was a physical pain. It hurt. Like, it was an agony. It hurt so bad. Like, I loved her so much. And I think about it now, I was way too young to be loving that way. But I loved the shit out of her, man. Like, I loved her so much. It was a physical fucking pain, right? And I used to put my snowmobile outfit on so you couldn't see my face, and I just walked back and forth in front of her house. I was like insanely in love with this girl, right? And I'll never forget how she looked, and her name was Michelle. Well, years and years later, I met the mother of my kids, right? And her name was Michelle, and I swear to God, she resembled that Michelle from when I was a kid. Now I know that's real personal. It doesn't sound like much, but man, like, it's just strange the way things like that happen. It was like, even as a young adolescent, I was applying the secret, I think, without even realizing it, and it ended up coming to me in my adult life, you know. And those are the reasons why I'm such a firm believer of this shit, you know, because there's no reason why Shaggy and myself have been able to do the things we want to do without it being some sort of supernatural happening. Because there is no fucking reason that we have these things, man. no reason we're able to do this for a living other than it being something from the cosmos, man. What I wanted to share with you guys is that, you know, the thought that remember, all we have is the time that we're each given. We're always on the clock. And you should always take note of that and try to make the best of your fucking time, man. It's all you have. Are you gonna leave that thorn in your foot? Or are you gonna pull that motherfucker out, man? Whatever it is. And that's like the new album, Fearless Fred Fury, Fight Back. It's like if you have a thorn in your fucking foot, fight back! Don't just have it. Man, who are you if you just have something like that? If you're unhappy about something, you just cool with it. I'm just destined to be unhappy. Fuck that, man. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that, man? Fight back for you. You know, it's not about coming to the gathering. It's about making yourself happy, man. You're leaving your legacy. All right, this is your fucking legacy. You're leaving it. You're writing your own legacy every day. How's that legacy gonna read out? Shitty, stale, or are you gonna make the best for you? You see what I'm saying? You're the only one that's gonna come along and make your life dope. So if you have a shitty existence, whose fault is that? That's you, man. When you're navigating the ship that is you, how are you gonna not steer it in the direction you want to go? How does that make any sense? You wanted to be here this weekend. You're not, you know, in the fucking national forest. You're not motherfucking on the outskirts of Saudi Arabia. You're right where the fuck you wanted to be. So you have the abilities. You have the drive. That's the magic word, drive. Make it happen for yourself, man. Don't be blinded.
Pizza.
And one more thing, man.
Pizza cheeses.
Have the ability to satellite. You know what I'm talking about? Have the ability to see from a satellite's view. When you're in the everyday hustle of your life, shitty things happen. Fuck, man, I gotta deal with this. I gotta deal with this. Man, have the ability to rise up out of your life and look from the view of a satellite so you can see the bigger picture. Look at how fresh your life really is. You know, when you're in the everyday hustle, it's easy to get lost in a daily hustle and forget the ways you're blessed, the ways you're fortunate, man. So be able to satellite yourself and look at the ability, look at your life from up above and realize the ways that you got it made that you might not realize when you're down there slugging it out every day. You know what I'm saying?
It's not too bad.
Time.
I think
all
the
we
high
got,
is like
man.
84 today.
You guys are
Kinda
special
humid, though.
people, man. Fuck anybody trying to tell you different, man. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hey, man. If you guys are my family, I'm fucking proud of that, man. I'm proud of that. You guys are very unique, very fucking special people, man. You have loyalty to no end. You have fucking charisma to no fucking end. You motherfuckers have drive. You guys are thorough about everything you do. Look at what juggalos do, man. They fucking make shit happen. Like, look at the march.
Fuck yeah! Whoa, whoa.
For people born with low incomes, you motherfuckers sure live like millionaires, man. You make it happen. For real. You guys are very, very fucking special people, man. It very much hurts me when people aren't living to their full potential, man. It's very painful when juggalos say, oh man, my job sucks, you know, but I'm a scrub, man. I'm okay with it. I'm a scrub, you know. What the fuck's that mean? Like, what do you mean you're a scrub and you're okay with your life sucking?
Like blue?
That's a cop-out, man. You know what I'm saying? Fight back! Fuck that, no pussy shit. Fight back. I also believe in revenge. I wanted to say that. I think a little hate in the heart is a good thing. Because it provides fucking motivation. You know what I'm saying? Let that hate fuel you. Let that hate power you, man. Own this bitch. This is your time.
Grab the hate. Grab
you
it.
You only get one chance at being you. Are you really down to fuck that up? To fuck that chance up? To fail you? How you gonna fail being you? It don't even make sense. Own that shit, man. I don't give a fuck what your dream is, how astronomical that motherfucker is, man. That shit is yours if you want it, man. You guys, this is the best of our life, man. One chance! One chance, and we're balls deep in it on top of that. Make the best of that shit, man. Right? I hope I somewhat, a little bit, got the message across I'm trying to say. Time, man. What do they do? What's the worst way they can fuck you up? Take away your time. You have time to do anything you want. Make it fucking happen, ninjas. Right? Not for anybody else. For you, man. For you. School that shit, man. And apply the talent of not giving a fuck when it's to your benefit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about live a malicious life where you're harmful to others. I'm talking about not giving a fuck about the bullshit. Don't let shit bog you down. They don't mean shit. Own shit. Rule shit. Fucking spread your motherfucking strong ass wings and fly! Yeah, right? Now make it happen, man. This is just a motivational speech. You gotta go home. But when you go home, understand this. Only you is in control of your destiny, man. Only you. Right?
For president!
One person responsible for your success, one person responsible for your failures, man. You are responsible for you, right? That should be enough right there to fucking take charge and do shit that you want in your life, man. You're already doing it. See it through. Much clown love, ninjas. Ooh, ooh. Thanks for coming, ninjas. Woo! Come to the seminar!
Fucking out of here.